What's up? Alex O Crypto here. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Otter Gang. What is going on with the price action? Why is Bitcoin red? What is going on? XRP was up at 80 cents, 95 cents, and now it's all the way down to 72. Let's get into the charts. Let's take a look together at what we can see, what trade setups I'm looking at, what is the market saying, what's going on in the macro, and hopefully we can figure some trading setups up for you guys. So let's look at what's going on here. Bitcoin, massive push up, all new high, 31.8. Like, come on, this is awesome, teasing us all, and then coming back down to the value area low. Holy smokes, massive crash on Bitcoin dominance. The Dixie, the dollar index, is falling to new lows. Can this mean we're back into this giant square that we've talked about on this channel so many times? And we hit 4,500 on the S&P. What is going on? Hope you're all doing well. Make sure you're always here helping the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Much love to every single one of you. Now let's look at what's coming up. Not much news, okay? Looking up for the weekend, it's going to be pretty quiet, okay? We have, the beautiful Canadian inflation rate. If you're Canadian, smash that like button because we're a Canadian in Australia, and we will be back very shortly. But we got retail sales and building permits. Maybe the inflation rate over here in the Great Britannia will move the markets, but we don't have that too much going on besides this massive XRP news, okay? With the Fed watch on the 26th of July, we're looking for a hike, quite possibly going to get a hike, 96%, okay? And then trueflation has actually come down quite dramatically. We were coming up to 2.6, and then all of a sudden now we're down at 2.1. Okay, so what am I looking at here? You guys want to know about Bitcoin. You guys want to know about XRP. So with Bitcoin, we were talking about if we fail to break above this area. Now we're going to go to the daily. We're going to look at some beautiful things here, and we're going to figure this out together, okay? We gave you some price targets. If we get above this key level of resistance, which was around 31.5, which we did briefly, but we got put back down in our place real quickly, okay? So we have this volume node 1 and 2, but what we're looking at here is that we can see that there's clear bearish divergence, okay? Now we're watching this very closely to where we can find an entry, and probably was up top here because we've been rejected and we've bearish engulfed this candle here on the daily. So what we want to prepare for, when we go over to the weekly, we can look for some sort of long-term trends. Yes, we got the otter there. We think that the price is going to go pretty much sideways for the next little bit, and then maybe, just maybe, we might trickle down a little bit. But what I'm looking for right now is I'm looking for this trend line, and I'm looking for a rejection along this trend line. Where will that be? We'll have to wait and see. But right now you can see that we're looking for the red dot to print here. Stochastic is starting to point down, and we're looking to get above with the money flow, but it doesn't look like it's ready to do so just yet. We'll watch this VWAP here and make sure that it doesn't get rejected and it continues to the downside. Now, we're looking for some pretty steady sideways action over the weekend. Let the markets digest this XRP news, right? We have to let them digest this because it's so bullish. People are like, XRP, $5, XRP, $10. And what's really happened is it's pumped massively, and it's a great win for the crypto community. This is amazing. People have waited forever for this news, but we have to be realistic. Where is the price going to go? Well, we have our 32,400 level above us, which is our last level of resistance before we go to higher prices such as 35,000. Now, if we look at the volume profiles to the downside, we can simply see that right here we have our volume node. We're looking at this area around 28,000 for support, but we have to have acceptance into this range. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that there's this huge volume node that we traded in ever since March that we're looking to stay out of, right? We don't want to see price fall back down into here, but if we do, we'll look for it to break through this value area high, which is around 29,650, and then we'll look for it to come down and test this trend line and possibly the point of control around 28,000. Okay, this is where I'll be looking to accumulate slash long the beautiful trend here. Okay, the trend is your friend until the end, and yes, we are working our way up. Okay, slowly but surely, we're in an accumulation phase where we want to be protecting our capital, but we also want to be DCAing because we know that the beautiful halving is coming up for next spring, and we want to be ready for the halving afterwards when we hopefully get our parabolic run, right? So we can get excited and get into this, but great win for XRP. Now, what am I looking at XRP? With XRP, I've simply pulled volume here. I'm looking at us hopefully staying within this area. Okay, now where is this area? You can see I've marked it out for you guys here earlier on, and we have a level here. We're coming down to the, I would call the new value area low at 71 cents all the way up to 83 cents, and then you have the point of control here right around 76 cents. So we are in a new territory of previous bull marketness, you know what I mean, where we've pushed above this value area that we were trading in for so long. If you just go and pull the volume straight across here, you can see that we've blasted off from this 45 cents all the way up to 95 or whatever we said there, and we've come into this new area here. So we look for us to range within here now. So we'll be looking for a possible long here on XRP if we continue to go sideways. Okay, we have to be very careful here. Now, this is very much a news pump. Okay, it doesn't mean that we're in a healthy bull market as of just yet, but you can see that we have trickled down quite dramatically here on XRP. Can we look for a possible long here? Now, where can we pull this long? We can simply do this by, let's pull some Fibonacci's. Okay, so together we can look to trade this where we can pull, look how flat it was before, and then all of a sudden, bada bing, bada boom, it's flying, right? So yeah, you can see that we have bounced off of this. We've almost come down to this golden pocket. So we'll be looking for a possible long 65 cents at the very lowest. But right now we're looking for lower lows and a continuation. So we'll look for a reversal pattern in the short term with XRP. We are getting a green dot right now, but over the weekend, like I said, very much a sideways consolidation probability. Okay. Now, one thing I have to bring to our attention here is that we do have this dollar index dumping. Okay. Massive push to the downside here, where you can see that we have traded in this range for so long before, and all of a sudden we've dipped our toes back into the water. Okay. So we'll be looking for on the dollar index to bounce off of here and come back and test our 102 area, right? So if we do get a bounce here, look for a little bit of a push down on Bitcoin, on other pairs, on other alts. Okay, so if we're looking for this bounce back up into this range for a continuation of this downtrend of the dollar. We do have de-dollarization, which can mean weakness in the dollar, but it also means that we can have less money coming into risk assets if we do pump here. Okay, we have this massive move in. As you can see, we pumped like crazy, but now let's look for a cool off where we can see the dollar index come back down come Monday, come Friday. So we'll be preparing for that. Okay. Same with the S&P here. We have come up to a massive critical support level at 45. Everybody was aiming for this 45. It took us a bit at the end to get there, but now we're up here. We'll look for a rejection. Okay. This has been moving massively up due to stocks like Apple, Netflix, Google, all the 7 that have carried this upwards, but we're looking for a rejection now. Okay, this is where I'll be looking for a rejection. Overall, we want to be prepared for Bitcoin. So what can we do? We can look for it to get acceptance back into this lower range, right? We need to hold this beautiful level around 29.5. If we fail to hold this level, look for more downside or sideways consolidation, right? If we're just going to go sideways, buy the lows, sell the highs, and trade this range. There's been some good scalp trading, some good little day trades here within this range. So make sure you're paying yourself. Don't leave too much money on the table, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.